What sword do you think? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Will you all join me in prayer, please? Heavenly Father, I pray today the words from Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Let us have faith that right makes might, and that in faith, let us to the end dare to do our duty as we understand it. May this meeting thus be conducted in peace and closed in harmony. Amen.
Amen.
I'd like to welcome everyone to our Thursday, January 10th, 2012, 5 o'clock public business meeting. Gentlemen, are there any additions or deletions to our agenda?
No, sir.
No, sir.
I'd like to entertain a motion to approve our December 20th, 2012 public business meeting.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
It has been moved by Commissioner Brody, seconded by Commissioner Valentine. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Now I would like to take a moment to focus on Rocky Gap. Here's an example of an ongoing, behind-the-scenes efforts our board in 2012 worked to improve and enhance Allegany County. Commissioner Valentine?
Thank you. I'm quite delighted to say that the commissioners now have been made aware of the new design for the conference space that will be available at Rocky Gap very shortly. The conference space and ballroom will actually be greater in size than what existed in the original lodge. Both of these amenities provide the essential space to support Rocky Gap's continued presence in the conference target market. Construction is already underway for the casino portion, and the casino will be open in 2013. They hope to also have the new conference space open just a little bit later in 2013. And this is truly a great way to begin the new year. Late in January, Lakes will hold a job fair, at which time 100 new jobs will become available to local residents. So with this, I'd like to introduce the new general manager at Rocky Gap, Mr. Scott Just, and also Mr. Brandon Butler, who is our local liaison for communications with Lakes. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Commissioner Valentine, Commissioner Brody, our new AV guy, Commissioner McKay, and also to Mr. Eberly and Mr. Rudd. Thank you for the invitation to, and thank you for your cooperation, your help in making Rocky Gap a success. We're very honored to be included on that list of economic development successes in the county, and look forward to working with you all very in the future as closely as we've worked thus far. With me today is the newly minted GM for Rocky Gap. The ink is still drying on the cards, Mr. Scott Just, and he's got some folks here from Rocky Gap that he'll introduce. And thank you, Mr. Just.
Thank you. I brought with me just two gentlemen that just joined the staff as well. Fred Doyle, who will be the Assistant General Manager at the property, as well as Rob Turano, who will be the Director of Security at the property, who actually just retired from 26 plus years with the Maryland State Police to join us. So quite glad to have both of these guys with me. As he said, I just joined as a general manager here, but I'm not new to Lakes Entertainment. I've worked for Lakes Entertainment for the last 20 years and have seemed to found a home here in Allegany County. My family was just overwhelmed with the hospitality in the area, and for the first time, like I said, in 20 years, I've decided to step away from the corporate life and actually reside here in the county and manage this resort. As Commissioner Valentine said, we've been working diligently to try to incorporate meeting space back into Rocky Gap. As everybody's aware, we had some hurdles to overcome building the casino, and that was challenging enough. And we've worked out a plan to get meeting space back in that accomplishes, I think, the goals of the community as well as the resort. Some of the pictures that Commissioner McKay is showing right now, that's an example of the meeting spaces that can be set up for classroom and training type of meetings, as well as that would be the example of the executive boardroom type of meeting space. So that's in a neighborhood of 12 to 16 to 20 people on configuration. The classrooms are in the 20-40 range. And then this is our large room. The goal was to try to create a larger space than we've ever had at Rocky Gap before. This room can be divided into a 2/3 and a 1/3 room, as well as being a wide open 5,000 square foot space for entertainment or hosting other events. The casino construction is underway currently. We hope to be open by June sometime. As Commissioner Valentine expressed, we're starting job fairs immediately for dealer school, which is a free dealer school, 12-week school to get trainees in to become dealers for the casino. We're about doubling the overall employment of the resort to somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 people when we're all said and done. The casino should open, as I said, around June, and the convention space shortly after there, sometime in the fall. So thank you for the hospitality. I welcome questions if there are any.
Yes, the 260 acres that you're going to get a 40-year contract on, what do you need that for?
I'm not quite aware of the numbers you're talking, but as far as the lease with the DNR, that included the overall resort as well as the golf course, because the golf course is part of the...
Right, it's the building that actually sits, Mr. Wilmot, it's the actual building where it sits, and the golf course as well.
It didn't say in the newspaper, I just wondered what it was.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
I figured that.
So we'll manage the golf course as well as the casino and the resort.
Correct. How many jobs are we talking about for this dealer school? How many jobs are we talking about for that?
We're currently seeking 100. That's approximately 60 to 80 full-time, and then the difference of 20 to 40 part-time to flex.
That's a job fair seeking 100 new positions in Allegany County, a job fair that's going to be happening here towards the end of January, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good news. Matthew, good news. Okay, all right.
And also, the great part about the conference area is really not going to make a change in the appearance from the park of the lodge. It's basically infilling some offset in the back of the building, and plus taking advantage of some existing room space inside the lodge, so you're not greatly expanding the overall footprint of the lodge. It'll have no impact whatsoever on the existing park.
Well, that's good. That's good. Commissioner Brody, anything?
No, just congratulations, Mr. Just, on the new position, and thank you for settling in Allegany County. We look forward to many good years working with you and your staff. So,
appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you very much, gentlemen. Appreciate that. Okay. I'd like to thank everyone for their patience during that report, but there's some good news. And Brian, don't forget 100 jobs. 100 jobs, Brian. Okay? 100 jobs. All right, gentlemen, moving into our action agenda. Item number 1 is the road opening petition. I understand that Attorney Robert Kazari is here. Could you explain, sir?
Yes, I'm here on behalf of several people, several individuals, as well as the Lighthouse of Hope Assembly of God Church. It'd be the Arrears, the Cooks, the Moody's, the Thompsons. And this is a fairly standard road closing. It's a Potomac Park area. There's a paper street here which has never been opened. These are the parties that live around it. They're seeking to close that road. And so it's been advertised. This is the first time we're here. We presented the petition for the opening for the purposes of later closing it. So I suppose I would ask out loud if there's anybody here who's responded to the advertisement, has a comment, or wishes to ask any questions about it.
Anyone? Okay.
Otherwise, we'd submit the matter back to the appropriate authorities and look forward to working it through with y'all.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do we need to?
Refer to authority, to the department.
To staff. Okay, we refer to staff. Thank you very much,
Thank you
sir.
very much.
Appreciate that. Commissioners, item number 2 is a action on Code Home Rule Bill 11-12. This is the general obligation bond of 2013, New Allegany High School. Understand that Mr. Bennett, our Director of Finance, is here.
Good evening.
Evening, sir.
Close this, get out of the way. As we've talked about in our last 2 meetings, what you have in front of you is a bond bill authorizing borrowing $9.2 million towards the construction of a new Allegany High School. So we've introduced this bond bill. We had a hearing on it December 20th. Today would be your first chance to take action and vote on the bill to authorize the borrowing. I would note we're not ready to actually borrow yet. This is simply one step in the process. So this gets it approved. We'll do a resolution down the line as we're ready to borrow. So tonight, it's up to your vote.
Okay, all right. Commissioners, any comments? No? It looks like on our sign-up sheet was for item number 2, Mr. John Davis. As Mr. Davis does come to the podium, just remind if you give your name and address for the record.
My name is John Davis. I live in the county. And I hope the Board of Commissioners vote in favor of this borrowing for the new high school. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Davis. Appreciate that. If there's any other comments from the commissioners, is there a motion to take action on Code Home Rule Bill 11-12, the new Allegany High School? This is to authorize the county to borrow $9.2 million in support of the new Allegany High School.
So move.
Is there a second? I will second it. We'll call for a roll call vote. Commissioner Brody?
Nay.
Commissioner Valentine?
Aye.
Commissioner McKay? Aye. Motion carries. Thank you, Jason. All right, item number 3 is the Office of the Sheriff, the Safe Streets Initiative Grants. A friend of Allegany County, not so much of the criminals of Allegany County, but Sheriff Craig Robertson is here.
Thank you, Commissioners. Just basically, this is a grant that was actually applied for by the City of Cumberland City Police Department. We entered into a partnership with them on the Safe Street Grant. The grant will allow an amount of overtime for the agency to work side by side with the members of the Cumberland Police Department, basically targeting individuals who are responsible for 95% of the crime within that jurisdiction. So it's a good program. Prior to this, there was only 2 other locations in the state of Maryland, one Salisbury, and trying to think what the other, Annapolis, who had this program through GoCap. So it's a great thing. We ended up with it, and basically this will be 100% funded grant, so it's no money from the taxpayers of Allegany County.
As a side note, Commissioners, I'm on the board for this Safe Street grant, and it really, really is comforting to see all sections, even from legal, law enforcement, all law enforcement, working together in unison to target these guys that are doing probably 80% of all the bad things that are going on in Allegany County. And it's an example of a good partnership, and I just ask for your support on this. So with that, I'd like to entertain a motion to authorize the Allegany County Sheriff's Office to partner with the City of Cumberland Police in their grant entitled Safe Streets.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you,
Thank you, Sheriff. Okay, item number 4, Commissioners, is the Governor O'Malley's Stream Restoration Challenge. I understand that Mr. Dan DeWitt is here to explain.
Good evening, Commissioners.
Evening, sir.
Here tonight with some good news regarding the county submittal for Governor O'Malley's Stream Restoration Challenge. You may remember I came before you all back in late October to request permission to submit our application for $131,627 in grant funding in response to the Governor's challenge. Our proposal is to plant trees on county flood buyout properties, to restore floodplain areas, and also eliminate one of our maintenance responsibilities, the grass mowing basically for the county. Fortunately, our proposal was fully funded. No county cash is required other than some in-kind services such as surveying, design, and contract management, which we're handling through our office. Planting will occur this spring on approximately 22 acres in the Bowman's Addition, Locust Grove, Georges Creek, and Old Town areas using contracted planting labor. An added benefit of this project is the involvement of our local students. We've worked closely with the Board of Education. All 4 high schools have indicated their interest in participating in our planting activities to learn more about the value of tree planting and how it helps to restore the Chesapeake Bay. Also, service learning hours will be available for each student who participates. Due to the amount of funding involved with this, county policy requires us to advertise and accept bids for this project. So we've put together a contract that's kind of on the fast track. So we're seeking approval tonight for the grant agreement with Maryland Department of Natural Resources, as well as Commissioner approval to begin advertisement of this project starting this Sunday, January 13th.
Okay, Commissioners, I'd like to entertain a motion of what he said.
So moved.
And second.
It's been moved by Commissioner Valentine, seconded by Commissioner Brody. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Debonair and dashing Mr. Dave Eberly. What do we have on our consent agenda today, sir? Oh, it's you.
Commissioners, we have 2 items on your agenda this evening for consideration. We have a hazmat grant application to receive and a small budget amendment on behalf of the Board of Education.
Okay. Gentlemen, would like to entertain a motion that we accept our consent agenda. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
It has been moved by Commissioner Brody, seconded by Commissioner Valentine. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Wonderful. Mr. Eberly, do you have anything?
No, sir.
Okay, wonderful. County Attorney, thank you very much for attending. We appreciate your guidance in item number 1. Thank you, sir.
Just happy to be here.
Moving right along. Commissioners, Commissioner Brody.
Well, I normally do the calendar, but tonight I'm going to skip the calendar because it's always posted online, and I'm going to just make just one little remark from something I learned at Mako the other day. And it's, Bill, I learned a bunch down there, actually. But I don't mean to step if anyone else was going to speak on this. It was just some interesting facts that Comptroller Peter Francho threw out there, that Maryland is 4th in the country in creating jobs in the government section. And I found that just a little disturbing. And 42nd in the country in the private side. And I found that even more disturbing. And I only thought about that tonight since you gentlemen are here and actually creating a private side job and actually took some government liability away from the rest of us. So I think that we as a county are heading in the right direction. So
Here, here.
And that's about all I have to say this evening, sir.
Okay, Commissioner Valentine.
I'd like to say, yeah, I think we accomplished a few very important things here this evening. Number 1, with the state of the county, letting the citizens know exactly what has been happening in the county and what we look forward to happening in the future. Number 2, I think the vote on the The school construction loan is very important because it sets a figure basically in cement so that the Board of Education knows exactly the amount of dollars that they have to work with in the design of the new school. And of course, I'd really like to thank the gentleman from Lakes. I found the information I was given this morning very heartwarming. It's nice to see that project moving forward. Creed mentioned about the government jobs. It's just nice to finally have that lodge in private hands rather than government hands. Private people have to work and make sure a project is profitable, not just going to the taxpayers asking for more money. So we look forward to working as your partners. It's every bit as important to the county to make that a profitable project out there as it is for Lakes.
Okay. I'd like to report on a meeting at MACO. The Maryland Rural Counties Coalition did have a meeting there. All 10 of our members were in attendance. What I thought was interesting was that I had 5 more counties that are interested in joining the Rural Counties Coalition. At the state, I guess you could say, at MACO, where the governor's office, the Speaker of the House, the President of the Senate, as well as minority leaders spoke. 2 people spoke in the unity of MACO, making sure that the voice of 60 years of the counties remained unified. I thought that was interesting because now the Rural Counties Coalition is an affiliate of MACO, and I do believe that the big 3 counties understand that when rural counties get together and speak as one voice, being united, being bipartisan, our votes actually outvote them. So I'll let you know as that goes, but 4 out of those 5 counties have begun to set up a process to meet with us and then join the Rural Counties Coalition. At that point, we'll be approximately 1.2, 1.3 million Marylanders. And so a lot of progress was made there, and thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight. There are no other constituents that have signed up to meet this evening, so I'll move right into reminding us of upcoming meetings. The next public business meeting will be January 17th, 2013 at 5 o'clock in this room, room 100. I'd like to announce, please look at the news announcements of our Christmas tree recycling locations. I do believe that I missed the recycling locations in the city of Cumberland, so I'll be noting it and taking my tree out as well. I missed it by 1 day. So if the mayor is listening, I'll get it off the front lawn as soon as possible. Can you make sure that Mayor Grimm gets that, Brian? All right, thank you very much. As we like to close all of our meetings, we thank you for participating in your government. I hope you have a nice evening. Thank you.